Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield. This is Montana State Bobcat Basketball, brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Prime Lending, home loans made simple, equal housing lender. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Galogly.
There's an Arctic blast outside, but the Bobcats are trying to get hot today as they welcome in one of the hottest teams in the conference in the Northern Colorado Bears. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Galogly. A pleasure to be with you today. Alongside Brian Priebe, we're getting set for the Montana State University Bobcats at 7-9. They are 2-1 in Big Sky play right now. They are just a half game back of first place, and one of those teams tied for first place is the University of Northern Colorado Bears. They come in at 9-6. They are 2-0 in Big Sky play, tied with Eastern Washington, who plays Idaho. They're playing right now, and we'll get you up to date on that a little bit later. But Northern Colorado is coming in with 5 consecutive wins. They had an overtime win in Missoula on Thursday, and they've got one of the premier players in the league who transferred over from Loyola Chicago in St. Thomas, who's averaging over almost 20 points per game. So, Brian, we got a great matchup today, and Northern Colorado's a team that's had some ups, had some downs, and really looks like they're going to have an up year this year.
Yeah, I really feel like they are going to be in contention for a top 2 seed in the conference, maybe top 3 at worst. They feel like a team that's got it all kind of figured out. Early in the season, started slow, struggled, but man, in the last month have they been ripping off win after win, and they've got what you need. You've got potentially an all-conference player, or, well, for sure an all-conference player, potentially the player of the year in St. Thomas. You've got other guards that are really good. You've got some front-line players that are difference makers, and their defensive numbers aren't great, but part of that's because their offense is so good, and they play such an up-tempo style that they're just high-scoring games.
Yeah, they're scoring 81 points per game. Speaking of high-scoring games, they won in overtime on Thursday, 98-92 at Montana, with a late comeback in that game, powered by St. Thomas, who is just an absolute force in the final 3 minutes of that game, and then carried that through in that overtime period in what was a really high-level basketball game over there in Missoula. But on the other side of that, they are giving up 79 points per game. They're allowing teams to shoot 38% from the three-point line and knocking down 10 threes a game. So there is some vulnerability there if Montana State can have a consistent offensive night.
Yeah, what you have seen is they've struggled defending the three. They give up 14 threes in Missoula on Thursday night. But the whole key to teams beating them is your ability to stop their offense, or at least slow their offense enough. In this 5-game winning streak, they're averaging 91 points a game. And you can imagine, if you score 91 a game on average, you're probably going to be 5-0.
Yeah, no doubt. And on top of that, it's not just St. Thomas. They're not super top-heavy. Obviously, he's the guy. He's 19.5 points a game, 9.7 rebounds a game, over 3 assists a game, 24 total steals. He's doing everything in that regard, but he's only one of 3 guys on their roster that have scored 30 or more points in a single game. So they've got some other guys like this kid, Jaron Reilly, who's transferred over from Samford, who is scoring the basketball well, amongst some others. So they've got some guys around him that have stepped up from time to time.
Yeah, they really do. You mentioned the Reilly kid. He is a hard guard, herky-jerky kind of deal. They got a JUCO transfer in Reeves that has been really their second-best player for the majority of the season at this point. They've got a couple bigs in Wisney and then
Theo
Hughes, yep. And then Abercrombie's kind of the Swiss Army knife guy who does a little bit of everything. So this is one of the deeper teams that we have played thus far in the Big Sky. Or obviously it's early. We've only played 3 games, but they're a deep team. They're a really good offensive team, and they're good enough defensively to give you fits. Like you said, though, they don't guard the 3 very well, and that is something where Montana State has had a propensity to shoot a lot of threes.
Right. And, look, we talked a lot in that last game how impressive Montana State's defense was, allowing just 50 points to Northern Arizona in the win on Thursday. That was a 79-50 win, held them under 30% from the field. But this is a much more talented Northern Colorado team. And look, Montana State doesn't need to be the best defensive team in the conference to have some success this year, but they had to get better. That was like 6 or 7 games in a row where they were giving up well over 80 points, and today's going to be a really big test. If this defense can keep Northern Colorado under their per-game average by a decent margin, they're going to be in a good position today.
Right, and the interesting thing with Northern Colorado is they are 0 for if they score under 75 points a game. So they're in their wins and their losses, there's a big gap there. When they score over 75, they win. When they score under 75, they lose. When they shoot 50%, they win. When they shoot more like 40%, they lose. When they defend and hold teams under 30, they win. When they defend and people shoot over 40%, they lose. Like their wins and losses are a bit Jekyll and Hyde. Now, you also look at the schedule, right? When you play certain teams and you're playing up, okay, that's that. But for the most part, this team definitely is funded by their offense, and when the offense is clicking, they're really hard to beat.
So that's our look of this Northern Colorado team to see why they could be in hot water today, presented by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. They're your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. All right, we're going to take a break. We got plenty more to get to. We're going to get into our Kendall Ford keys to the game. We're going to have our Wheat Montana weather report, and we're going to sit down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for Montana State and Northern Colorado today. And on top of that, we'll get you up to date on some other scores. A couple of former Bobcats had a heck of a day in Vegas today. We'll tell you about that a little bit later. But for now, we're taking a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Back of the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Northern Colorado at the Brick today. Keaton Galogly alongside Brian Preby as we get set for our tip-off coming up at the top of the hour. All right, well, let's dive right into our Kendall Ford keys to the game today. An interesting matchup between Montana State and Northern Colorado, where the Bobcats have had the upper hand as of late. They've won 5 straight in this all-time series as we get ready for the 77th all-time meeting. But for this 77th meeting, what are some of the keys you're looking for, Brian?
Well, it's definitely focused on the defensive end because that is the way to beat Northern Colorado. So that 75-point number is huge. How are you going to keep them 75 or lower? Number one, transition D. They are in attack mode. They get a defensive rebound, and they're trying to score in under 10 seconds. The shot clock very rarely gets below 15 seconds for Northern Colorado. So you got to get back, get matched up quickly, and then really make them work on the offensive end. They're not a super patient team. They want to score early. They want to get easy buckets in transition, take that away. Number two, what we used to call KYP, know your personnel. You've got to understand who you're guarding because the differences are vast. Thomas is a kind of do everything. He can shoot the three, post up. You know, he's just a really hard matchup. But Reeves, you've got to understand, he's going to the hole every single time he touches it. He's putting his head down. He's trying to draw contact. Really is going to get in the paint and then back you down, and then it's going to be 8,000 pump fakes. Got to have discipline, keep your feet, those types of things. Abercrombie, you got to know he shoots a three, but the biggest thing he does is offensive rebounds. So as long as you KYP out your guys and you understand their strengths, take away their strengths, make them play to their weaknesses, again, that's your goal, and then you try and just keep them under 75.
We'll see if they can do it. I mean, is this Montana State defense up to the task to try to slow down an offense like this?
I think we don't know, honestly, right? Because how many times I'm not sure we've seen a lot of offenses this good this year. I mean, the last 6-8 minutes of Long Beach State, they looked like they were that good. I just don't think there's been a lot of teams the Bobcats have played. South Dakota State probably is about as good as anybody they've played offensively.
Yeah.
That didn't work out, but that's a tough one, you know, on the road and everything else. I would hope at home that, you know, you look at the halftime score and you say, hey, they're around 35 points. And if you say you're on pace at 35-ish, if they're at 40, you can probably live with it. But if they're around 35 and then you can do the same thing in the second half, I think you give yourself a chance to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking back now as I try to think of some of the better offenses we've seen so far in this schedule. Obviously, Weber State is strong. They were also kind of just hot in that stretch. They were knocking out a ton of threes. They scored 86 points in that game. And you're right, South Dakota State's probably the most complete team on the mid-major level we've seen. I mean, that was a very experienced team. They have some big size. They could shoot. Their stuff isn't super complicated that they run, but they just run it so crisply and cleanly. And that in a lot of ways, that South Dakota State game and that team is emblematic of what you want to see built here. You know, it's just having guys who've been there for a few years work their way up, and we're seeing that in a couple of spots around the Big Sky. Not a ton. I know we've talked a lot about the transfer portal this year. You know, I think for a guy like St. Thomas, that's kind of what you want to see out of the transfer portal. Somebody wasn't getting some playing time, they find a new spot, and now they're dominating here. But, you know, trying to get those guys who are trying to build themselves up over the course of time. There's just not a lot of that in the Big Sky, but Cats have a chance to do a little bit of it the next 2 years.
Yeah, I think they really do. And these are the kind of games that get you better. You play a good offense like this and you figure some more out. I felt like the defensive effort on Thursday night was as good as it's been. And well, how good is Northern Arizona? We don't have a clue. But what I know is there was great talk, great communication, great rotation. Help side was active, and they rebounded the ball well. And that's another thing about Northern Colorado. And their wins are +4 on the glass, and their losses, they're -5. So, you know, you kind of know those things go together. If you get stops and you get defensive rebounds, you got an opportunity to do what you want to do, and that's get out of here with the dub.
It's going to be a lot of fun today as Montana State has ended Northern Colorado's Big Sky tournament run each of the last 2 years. Last year, much earlier in the Cats' first game, but the year before, Montana State beat them in the Big Sky tournament championship game to go to their first NCAA tournament since 1996 that year. That was now almost 3 years ago for Montana State. All right, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to get you up to date on some of those other scores and tell you how great Osibor and Darius Brown completed a 5-point play to win it in Vegas earlier today. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery other fees may apply.
For over 100 years, Bozeman Health has provided quality health care in southwest Montana. With locations in Bozeman, Belgrade, and Big Sky, no matter who you are, where you are, or what you do, Bozeman Health is always there as your partner in health and wellness. Bozeman Health, proud healthcare provider of Bobcat student athletes. Visit bozemanhealth.org for more information.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
It's time for a wellness tip from SCL Health, now Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Back of the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Northern Colorado today. We're going to talk with head coach Matt Logie in just a bit, but first we got to get you up to date on some other scores starting in the Big Sky. And boy, we talked about how great Weber State was all season long, and they are down big at Portland State. They trail 42-26 at halftime. 26 first-half points for Weber State, and they're playing that game in front of 0 fans. Portland got whatever it was, an inch or 3 of snow, and because of the inclement weather, they shut it down to the public, so they're playing that game in front of nobody today out in Portland. Eastern Washington at 2-0 in the Big Sky. Their only game this weekend, they're at Idaho. They're up 31-27. Later tonight, Northern Arizona at Montana, and Idaho State at Sac State, who's trying to follow up that big win against Weber State on Thursday. All right, we got to tell you about this Utah State game. So Danny Sprinkle and Utah State, they're 4-0 in the Mountain West. They win at UNLV today, 87-86. They were down by 4 with 8 seconds left. Darius Brown takes a 3. While the ball's in the air, Great Osabor gets fouled. The ball goes in. Count the bucket. Okay, so he hits the 3. So now it's a 1-point game. And with Utah State in the bonus, Great Osabor gets to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws, and he knocks both of them down for the tie and to take the lead. And then they get the stop with 8 seconds left. And Utah State, at number 20 in the nation, is now 16-1 and 4-0 in conference after a 5-point play today.
That's unbelievable. I mean, truly unbelievable. I've only seen something like that once, but that's even crazier.
Yeah, so apparently 5 points is still a one-possession game now. Also, just giving you some other updates. West Virginia and Raekwon battle, leading number 25 Texas at home 59-52. Texas has been a little overrated all year, but Raekwon battled in that game, 8 points so far on 3 of 8 shooting. And finally, the women lost today, so they had an 0-2 weekend through Flagstaff and Greeley. They lost 58-53 today. Mara Dykstra didn't make the trip, so they were extraordinarily shorthanded the last couple of games. They had Ella Johnson in the starting lineup today, a freshman who they took a red shirt off of, so she's getting some starts. They've played some significant minutes with 4 freshmen on the floor at a single time, so they've been incredibly shorthanded, lost by just 5 today. Tough one, but that's what's going to happen when you're as banged up as they are right now. And they will be back home for Montana next weekend. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we get back, we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for Montana State and Northern Colorado today. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Howland believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Howland, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
We're back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Northern Colorado at the Brick today. I'm Keaton Galogly alongside head coach Matt Logie. All right, Coach, getting ready for the Bears, but first I want to ask you a little bit about Tyler Patterson. This last game really looked like he was able to kind of get himself going with things other than knocking down the three ball. What are you seeing in the way he's trying to contribute outside of just that three-point shot?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I thought on Thursday night he was really active early on, got his hands on some balls, deflections, and then secured them. Was playing very solid defense on Trent McLaughlin, led to a very inefficient night on his part, and then as tends to be the case when those things happen and you get some opportunities, you're in rhythm and you're feeling good and you step up and knock shots down. So definitely critical in his evolution to continue to grow in ways beyond just catching and shooting the basketball.
Holding Northern Arizona to just 50 points in that last game. What are some of the key things defensively you want to carry over into the game tonight?
Well, I just think our intensity level and our commitment to the game plan on Thursday night was the best that it had been all year, and for a full 40 minutes. And so Northern Colorado is a little bit more talented offensively, and that'll present even a greater challenge to our defense. And I'm excited to see what that looks like tonight.
Well, this Northern Colorado team quite revamped. Their top three scorers are gone, both to graduation and transfers, but they brought in a guy who's been tremendous, St. Thomas. He transfers over from Loyola, 6'7", 200 pounds, averaged almost 20 points per game. Tell me a little bit about the skill set that St. Thomas has.
Yeah, he's a very talented scorer. He can do it in a variety of ways. He can shoot the three. Loves to kind of jab and stare you down and back you up and then rise into those shots off the catch, and can also put it on the deck, especially going to the left, and is very, very effective with his step back jumper, and then has the size and athleticism at the rim to be a player as well. So, he's had a great start to this year and really provided a huge boost to a team that, like you said, lost a lot of firepower from last year, and he's stepped right in along with Jerron Riley.
Yeah, they're averaging over 80 points per game right now. You mentioned Riley. Who are some of the complementary scores around St. Thomas to boost up that points per game average?
Well, really, to me, is kind of the key to the deal. He's the maestro of their offense, and they have good floor spacers in Abercrombie and Thomas that can shoot the ball, and that allows Riley to attack the paint. And he kind of has a unique style of play. He's brings that Australian flair, but also has integrated a lot of what you see with Jalen Brunson and kind of that guard post play off the dribble, being crafty down there at the end of drives, and so they kind of can invert their offense at times, and then their big guys do a really good job of passing the basketball, so they can play outside in and allow their other players to cut and keep that rim open, and so they're very, very talented offensively, one of the best offensive teams in the conference and top 100 in the country.
On the defensive side now, they are allowing almost 10 three-point field goal makes per game. Is that an aspect you feel like you can attack tonight?
Yeah, that's the byproduct of being really, really good on offense. Is to be really good on offense, you have to devote a lot of time to it, and there's always that give and take. And I think what Northern Colorado is trying to figure out right now is how to defend a little bit better. They're for as talented and good as they are in the top 100 in the country and on offense, defending the 3-point line, they're like 357. And so, we hope that we can get out in transition and get our shooters going a little bit, and then hopefully that energy and enthusiasm will carry over to the defensive end.
All right, another opportunity to protect the home floor today as we get set for Montana State and Northern Colorado. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight today.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we get back, we'll get set with our starting lineups and tip-off between Montana State and Northern Colorado. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU Bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
At Prime Lending, our one-of-a-kind mortgage approach combines a personal touch with just enough technology to turn a traditionally complex process into something better. Think of us like your home buying coach, friend, cheerleader, and teammate, all in one. From application to closing, we are your home loan partners that have your back every step of the way. Reach out to your local Prime Lending team to experience a home loan made simple. All loans subject to credit approval, rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company, NMLS 13649, Equal Housing Lender.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drink or coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle, and a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of.
Woohoo, yeah!
We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco.
What? Coach?
We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at a Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Conoco!
Let's go, Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series. Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. And by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Now turn it up. Turn it up. It's game time.
He's got it to the rack. Two-hand slam. Robert Ford for 3. Got it! Put a stamp on it. You are witnessing the golden age of Bobcat basketball.
Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Of the last 3 years, Montana State is 18-2 at the brick against Big Sky competition, and today they will try to maintain that advantage on the home court against one of the hottest teams in the league, winners of their last 5, the Northern Colorado Bears. Hello, everybody, and welcome live to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position courtside at Worthington Arena. I'm Keaton Galogly alongside Brian Priebe, and today it's the Montana State University Bobcats at 7-9 overall, but 2-1 in the Big Sky season, coming off their largest Big Sky win of the year last time out. And on the other side, it's the University of Northern Colorado Bears at 9-6 and 2-0 in Big Sky play. They have won their last 5 straight, including the overtime win against Montana on Thursday. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups now as we get ready for our Prime Lending tip-off coming up here in just a moment. For Steve Smiley and the Bears, it is Jaron Reilly, Zach Block, St. Thomas, who's averaging over 20 a game, Brock Wisney, and Riley Abercrombie. For Montana State, Eddie Turner, Tyler Patterson, Rob Ford, Brian Garacki, and Brandon Walker under first-year head coach Matt Logie. Before we get to our tip-off, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. You're listening to Montana State Basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Keaton Galogly alongside Brian Priebe. Jesse Ropolato is back in the studios, and we are ready for Bobcat basketball. Montana State in the Pack the Place pink game, wearing white uniforms with pink font and numbers on the front and the back, and pink trim on the bottom of the white shorts with pink socks. For Northern Colorado, they come in their yellow jerseys today with the navy blue Bears across the chest and navy blue on the back with a navy blue trim and some white trim coming down the side with that Bears logo on the base of the shorts. All right, Brian, here we go. Pretty decent crowd for it being negative 25 out, but it's 70 degrees inside, and that's our Wheat Montana weather report.
Man, I love that 70-degree number, but a little wind chill tonight might make it a little cooler. Canceling games in Buffalo, or at least delaying games in Buffalo. I can't imagine what it's like in Kansas City, but it's going to be fun in the brick.
Ball is tossed in the air, and the Prime Lending tip-off is won but negated by Montana State, and so it will go to Northern Colorado. So Montana State appeared to win it, but violation, and it'll be UNC basketball. All right, a thrilling Prime Lending tip-off, and we are ready for hoops. Northern Colorado with the basketball to start the day today. The Bears in the road yellows working offensively to our right. Zach Block, one of the newcomers, has it out of the right wing. Taking it left. Gives it to Reilly, another one of the newcomers who transferred from Samford. That's Samford with an M. Reilly on the drive, hands it off underneath, and a layup is good down to the left block. That's the ball movement that we can see from them. Brock Wisney able to finish it on the left block.
Yeah, they're really good in ball screen type situations. Right there, Wisney and Reilly getting that and get an easy deuce.
Bobcats with the ball to our left. Brian Garacki has it out of the right wing. Bounce pass into the post, and Brandon Walker is there to lay it in with the right hand. Beautiful find by Brian Garacki, and Brandon Walker picks up where he left off on Thursday after he put up another 17 points. UNC with the ball to our right. Cats have won 5 straight against Northern Colorado. St. Thomas, the newcomer from Loyola, gives it to Reilly on the left wing. He crosses over into the mid-post, spins into the paint, pivoting, leaning, lays it good. Tough finish by Jaron Reilly, the 4th-year player out of Sydney, Australia. He plays with some flair.
Yeah, and a guy you can't let go left, and then you got to stay down when he pump fakes because that's his game.
Here's Eddie Turner. Buries the 3 from the top of the key. Eddie Turner for 3. Nice to see there after he did not score against Northern Arizona on Thursday.
Yeah, that's good to get off to a hot start. Bobcats are going to need all their offensive weapons.
And now Tyler Patterson with an interception of a baseline pass. Bobcats moving the other way. Here is Robert Ford on a drive. Kicks into the left corner for Turner. They'll slow it down. 18.25 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 5-4. Brian Garacki turned to the corner. Gets inside. Lays it up through contact. No good. The offensive rebound put back. No. Brandon Walker tipped that O-board to Garacki, who could not finish on the second attempt. Reilly drive and a kick. St. Thomas topside 3. Yes. St. Thomas is dynamite from downtown. 19.5 points per game, 34% from the three-point line, his 32nd 3 of the year. Patterson off a screen, bounces it to Brandon Walker on the right wing. Back to Patterson, moving right, pump fake inside the arc, gives it back to Walker at the free throw line. Brandon Walker spins into the paint, back to the basket at the top of the restricted area, hooks it home with the right hand, kind of more of a scoop shot, and Brandon Walker's got 4 points.
And we're on a century pace right now. Both teams going to be in triple digits unless the defense picks up.
Wisney bounces it inside, and Abercrombie has an easy lay-in with the left hand. If this game turns into a shootout, that's an advantage Northern Colorado.
Without question, they are definitely the deeper, more explosive offensive team, at least thus far.
Patterson gives it to Walker. Holding out on the right wing, now to Turner. His right wing three, buries it. Eddie Turner hot early from downtown. A pair of threes for the Seattle native.
Talking to Steve Smiley before the game, coach of the Bears, he said the one thing that keeps killing them is made threes. They gave up 14 in Missoula on Thursday night. Cats start hot, 2 for 2.
Give up 10 a game. St. Thomas gets himself into the middle of the paint, hooks it, no. Rob Ford grabs the rebound in front of Brandon Walker. Ford coming off the double-double last time out. Gets the ball moving around the perimeter for Montana State. Brandon Walker on the left wing, gives it to Patterson, steps to his left, nowhere to go, wanted the three, didn't take it. Wise decision, plenty of time on the shot clock. Now Garacki has the dribble. He takes it to the free throw line, back it in on St. Thomas, spins left shoulder, whistle, and a travel. Took the extra step, and it's going the other way.
And that's the element of St. Thomas's game that may make him Big Sky Player of the Year. Yes, he is one of the top 2 scorers in the league. He might be the best defensive player in the top 10 of scorers in the league. Right there, he draws the assignment to go against Montana State's leading scorer, Brian Garacki.
Handoff is kicked, and it's going the other way. They just tried to hand it off. Rob Ford was there pressuring that pass, and it was bobbled, kicked, and a turnover by UNC. Bobcat basketball.
And the Cats with 3 straight stops. Now if they can convert offensively, they could start to build on a lead.
Right now, Montana State leading 10-9, 16-16 to go in the first half. Montana State with the ball moving from right to left. Rob Ford, a walking dribble toward the left wing. Gives it to Eddie Turner out of the right wing, who has the hot hand early. He drives, flips it up and in. Eddie Turner, red hot, 8 points in 4 minutes. Reilly bent over the bounce, throws it up to Theo Hughes, the Englishman. Hands it off for St. Thomas. Wraps it around to Reilly, drives from the left wing, gets to the mid-post, has to get rid of it. Abercrombie dials up a three. No! Riley Abercrombie can hit that shot, didn't fall. Bobcats with the rebound. Ford pushing the tempo, gets into the mid-post, working on Reilly. Bounce along the baseline of Patterson, and a whistle. He stepped on the sideline as he began his drive. Turns it over, and it'll be Northern Colorado ball. When we come back, Montana State leading Northern Colorado 12-9 with 15:38 to go in the first half. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade Dooley certified arborist.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
It's a new season at Kohl's. Find fresh, everyday styles for you and your home at great prices. Shop Kohl's at Kohls.com today. 15:38 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 12-9 against Northern Colorado. It was Montana State and Northern Colorado battling around the top of the league 2 years ago. Northern Colorado struggled last year. They went 12-20. 6-12 in conference play. They lost their top 3 scorers, including Dalen Kuntz, who had graduated after scoring over 1,600 points, and Dalton Knecht, who's now at Tennessee, and he's one of the great players at Tennessee right now, averaging over 20 points per game.
Yeah, 36 today in a win for them. He's going to be first team all SEC. He might even be SEC Offensive Player of the Year, the way things are playing out.
UNC with the basketball. They work to our right. They trail 12-9, 15:30 to go in the first half. Theo Hughes has the ball. That pass got tipped, and it's stolen away. Rob Ford's in transition, going to the rack, and he finger rolls it in. The Bobcats turn that defense into offense. Rob Ford has his first 2.
7-0 run for Montana State as it's being keyed by the defense. 2 minutes since the Bears last scored. They've got 2 turnovers and a couple missed shots, and all of a sudden Cats looking good.
I think it was Turner who tipped it initially, then it went in and out of Walker's hands to Rob Ford on that defensive stop. Lob into the post for Hughes, but he's way out high, nowhere to go. Gives it to Thomas. He's cutting to the rack, had it tip free. Rob Ford's got the steal. What hands by Ford. He's into the front court now. Kicks it to Patterson, into the corner. Turner. Cats get into their offense. Turner, ball handling, gets underneath, throws into the right corner. Brandon Walker with the dribble. Gets into the mid-post right side, back to the basket, going up against Hughes, spins to the left shoulder, uses the right hand, missed it off the glass. UNC with a rebound. Thomas pushes ahead, Abercrombie into the paint, floats it up short. Rebound, won by UNC. Out to the right wing, block for 3, got it. Zach blocked from downtown on the second try. He's 42% from 3.
And that's what we were saying pregame. Abercrombie's contribution on the offensive glass is really key for the Bears. Right there, he gets one and an assist.
There was a lot of contact on both of those drives. Turner misses the 3 with a heat check. Officials appear to be letting a lot go early with Montana State up by 2, 14 minutes to go in the first half. UNC with the ball, working offensively to our right, into Abercrombie. Pump fake on the right block, lays it up. No, fight for the rebound, tipped out. St. Thomas comes away with it at the top of the key after it got tipped by Patterson. Thomas measures up a 3. That is short. Rebound, won by Brandon Walker. That was a great effort by Walker to get that board.
Boy, and you see the contagious level of rebounding for the Bobcats right now.
Ford
getting it done.
Misses the right wing 3. Pushed ahead. St. Thomas in transition. Blocked! Fouled! Oh, Brian Garacki got up. Got a lot of ball, but must have been some contact down low. And a foul on Garacki. St. Thomas will go to the line.
Yeah, tremendous play. But again, transition defense so critical with Northern Colorado. They are bringing it, make, miss, or anything else. They are coming at full speed every single possession.
So St. Thomas gets himself to the stripe, and the first free throw is good. He's 82% from the free throw line, and he went 9 of 11 from the free throw line in the win against Montana. Jaden Garone and Chika Nduka check in to join Garacki, Patterson, and Ford in the Bobcat pink and white today.
And Thomas, too, is just a double-double guy, always waiting to happen. Had one the other night. He also doesn't qualify yet for the number of assists, but he would be the lead leaguer in assists if he was qualifying in the stats.
Second free throw is good. He's got 5 points today. This game tied at 14, just over 13 minutes to go in the first half. Garone on the drive, gets into the trees, lays it up, no. Rebound tip, Cats get it back, and Garone finishes it. Nduka tipped it to Garone, and Garone able to complete the second attempt.
And the Bobcat bigs active on the offensive glass. Walker kept one alive for Garacki, and there Nduka keeps one alive as well.
Reeves elbow jumper. That's no good. Rebound won by Montana State. They're really trying to tip that thing out if they don't have possession. Ford crossing over at the elbow, spins into the paint, leans in, no, missed the layup through contact. He can't believe there wasn't a call. Reilly coming the other way, gives it to Thomas. Transition right wing 3, no, off the heel of the iron. Tyler Patterson the rebound. Montana State up 16-14, 12:25 to go in the first half, and Bobcats have the ball. Garacki moves it to Garone. Takes it left around a screen. Throws back to Patterson, around to Garacki right wing, into the right corner. Here's Nduka driving the baseline, and he stepped on the paint. A turnover by Montana State. Turner and Lecolot checking back in for Montana State now. Brian Garacki and Rob Ford will get their first rest.
And if you're going to turn the ball over against the Bears, what you want to do is commit dead ball turnovers twice. 2 of the 3 Bobcat turnovers are stepping on the sideline. or the end line, and that's one you can probably live with just because it doesn't key transition offense.
DeJour Reeves has been a little banged up, throws it to the top of the key. Wisney working his way down now. Wisney into the block on the left side, lays it good. Coach Logie thought there was a travel there. Wisney able to put it in, and he's got 3. Or excuse me, 4 rather. Montana State with the ball to our left in a tie game, 16 all, 11:40 to go in the first half. Naduka gives to Patterson out of the right wing. With a righty dribble, gets to 17 feet. That jumper rims out, no good. Rebound UNC. St. Thomas got it. St. Thomas to the left elbow, pulls up the mid-range J, rimming, no. That's a rare miss from him at that spot. Garone takes it to the top of the key with a lefty bounce, gives it to Naduka at the free throw line. Pivoting, now puts it on the floor, spins left shoulder, fall away. J is good, rattling in. How about that touch from Chika Naduka?
Cats shoot 50%, and they're earning it. They are not getting open, easy looks. They're working hard to get stuff to go through.
And the officials are calling nothing on either side. Consistent, but they are letting everything go. Reynolds into the paint, floats it up, no good. Bobcats got the rebound.
Yeah, only one foul call so far in a pretty physical game, but the flow is fun. Let's let them play.
Hey, that's fine. As long as you don't punch somebody in the face, you're not getting called. Lekalot misses the right wing 3, and the rebound grabbed by Reeves and UNC. DeJour Reeves, one of 3 different Bears to score over 30 points in a game this year, draws a foul on Jaden Garone during the drive. First foul on Garone, and that'll take us to a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State leading Northern Colorado 18-16, 10:34 to go in the first half. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Presented by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food. Order from anywhere and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State is leading Northern Colorado 18-16 with 10:34 to go in the first half. Northern Colorado shooting 40%. That's 8 percentage points fewer than what they usually shoot. They're 48% this year. And for the Bobcats, 47% from the field with some really great shot making today.
Yeah, and some tough finishes right now for Montana State. But the offense is aggressive. They're in attack mode. Even their misses have been aggressive, and that's what you've got to do against a team. You know you're going to have to score 70-plus tonight to win. You got to guard as best you can, and so far so good for the guys in white and pink.
Montana State on defense, UNC with the ball, inbounding from underneath their own basket. The lob goes into the left corner, and it's handed off to DeJour Reeves, who's been coming off the bench lately but had been a primary starter before an injury. Hand off to Hughes beyond the arc. Bounce pass underneath. Reynolds lays it up and in. Boy, that was a heck of a cut by Langston Reynolds to finish on the right block. He's got 2.
Unbelievable pass by the big fella. He had no window to sneak that through. That should have been a turnover, but he gets the love by getting the deuce.
Brandon Walker out of the right elbow. Pivoting. Now puts it on the floor, into the lane, spins to the left shoulder, leans in, good and one. Oh, that's a big boy bucket by Brandon Walker. He's got 6.
And Brandon 3 times now has gone to the drive left hand to the middle, come back spinning to the right, finish off glass. Pretty nice little rhythm he's got going. He's had a great weekend.
Yeah, it's fun to watch the way he's kind of absorbed some of the contact, too. He is just not afraid of some physical play down there. Sometimes guys shy away from that. Haven't seen that from Walker, who is 3rd in the conference now in field goal percentage. He knocks down that free throw to complete the 3-point play.
Yeah, that's a big boy play right there. He finished through a ton of contact, was able to get that, and he made the free throw to put the Cats up 3.
10 minutes remaining in the first half. Montana State leading 21-18. This is one of the early pivotal games in this season. DeJour Reeves hands it off to Reynolds. Crossing over the top, back to Reeves, drives from the left wing, lost the handle on the ball, and Brian Garacki gets the steal. He throws it ahead along the right sideline for Ford. Back to Garacki, moves left, back to Ford, his pass tip. Ford recovers it in the middle of the lane. Montana State will reset with plenty of time on the shot clock. Ford on the drive, going to the cup, lays it up. Got it to go, but they're going to wave it off. They're going to call that a foul on the floor, and it's the first foul on Zach Block.
Oh, I don't know. He had already collected it to go score that. Bears might have got a break there. Might have been back-to-back and ones, but the Cats will have it with the reset clock underneath.
Rob Ford has the honors. And he inbounds it to Brandon Walker down on the right baseline. Walker into the lane, spins to the left shoulder. Ooh, we got a foul. Somebody just ran over Rob Ford. He was trying to set a screen. It was Theo Hughes, who's the 7-footer, just barreled through Rob Ford. He's up now grimacing, but that doesn't feel good.
No, you take a 230, 240-pound guy, run you
260.
over. 260. He's a cheeseburger from 270, and so poor Rob Ford takes the beating.
Inbounds pass into the right baseline. Garacki, the cheaper is good. Brian Garacki pouring it in for his first 2 points of the day, averaging a 15.5 a game. One of the top scorers in the Big Sky. Reilly hands it off for Abercrombie. Fires into the right corner. Reeves dials up the 3. Got it. DeJour Reeves pouring it in from downtown, where he's 33% on the year.
And it's back and forth we come. This is like watching U.S. Open tennis. It's just bang, bang, bang.
Sam Lekelot, right corner 3. That's no good. Rebound. Ooh, one by Reeves. And then Brandon Walker just bear hugged him. It did not look like they were going to initially call that over the back. And then he just came all the way in like you're hugging your significant other from behind.
Right there. I think if Brandon had just let go a hair earlier,
right,
he got away with it. But either way, it'll be Bears ball with a chance to tie.
First foul on Brandon Walker. And that just proves the point. You basically have to punch somebody in the face to get a foul today, which is fine. This is the Big Sky. That's the style of play. St. Thomas is up at the top of the key with the bounce. He takes it to the elbow, fires into the left corner. Reeves for 3. That's no good. And Brandon Walker can't grab the rebound cleanly, and Rob Ford tips it to himself, throws ahead. Garacki underneath, pumps it, and the reverse layup is good. Wow, what a sequence and a beautiful pass by Rob Ford. Cats up 4.
And Rob Ford's got 5 rebounds already. He is going to get a double-double in the first half, the rate he's going.
Picked up his 4th double-double of the year on Thursday. Pass into the post. That is out of bounds, and it's going the other way. That was Rob Ford against the 6'7 St. Thomas. He was fronting Thomas, got up on that pass into the post, and he was able to affect the pass enough that Thomas bobbled it, dropped it, turnover.
Huge play, and the whole bench again exploded. Things we were seeing the other night, we're seeing again defensively as the Bobcats have tightened up over these last few minutes.
Brandon Walker in on the left corner, working his way into the paint, gets to the restricted area, draws the double team, got blocked by Wisney. Yeah, that was all ball up top. St. Thomas the other way, 5-on-4, fires over to the left wing. Reilly back to Thomas on the left elbow, out to Reeves. His right wing 3 is up. That's good. DeJour Reeves with a pair of 3s in the first half. Cats lead cut to 1, up 25-24, 7:45 to go in the first half.
And the Bears are funny. They don't have a guy that shoots 40% from 3, but they got a load of them that shoot 34, 35, 36, Reeves being one of them.
Turner weaving, hands it off. Walker spins left shoulder and lays it in. That is an absolutely majestic pass by Eddie Turner.
Cats are hot. They have been sharing the ball well. already have 7 assists on 12 makes.
All assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Reilly out of the left wing, weaving to the left elbow, gets into the paint, Euro step, has nowhere to go, and his pass is stolen. It was going to be a block if he didn't pass it. Patterson has the steal. Patterson up the floor to the right wing, slows it down, gives to Eddie Turner. Then over the bounce, gets into the lane, pumps, kicks, Ford, left corner, 3-ball. No, just a bit too strong, but a good pass. UNC rebound.
Great possession. You get the shot you want, just didn't fall.
Thomas into the lane, pulls up from the free throw line, extended and knocks it down from the right side. That's a low percentage shot for 90% of the country.
Yeah, he's a special player, man, and he's only shooting 2 for 6 right now. Cats are doing the job on him. Got to keep that up for 40.
Montana State with the ball to our left. Eddie Turner gives it to Brandon Walker. Still holding. Gives it to Ford on the left wing. Crossing over with a lefty dribble. Gets inside. Reverse layup. Spins it off the window and in as he falls down hard on his right shoulder. Oh, how about that English off the glass?
Beautiful finish in amongst the trees. Rob Ford's got a high level of energy. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 points.
Reeves has it at the top for the Bears. Fires over to the left wing. Now into the post. Thomas against Garacki. 2 transfers, 2 potential newcomers of the year. Thomas, baseline J, no good. Great defense by Garacki. Couldn't go anywhere. Cats clear the rebound and push the tempo from right to left and now slow it down. Turner gets underneath, driving the baseline, hands it off. Garacki cut to the rack, draws the foul. What another beautiful pass by Eddie Turner. His vision is off the charts today, and that gets Brian Garacki to the line as he was fouled, going to the rack. Wisney picks up the foul. We take a break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Bobcats have a little momentum against one of the hottest teams in the league. Montana State leads Northern Colorado 29-26 with 5:46 to go in the first half. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites is a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics and the Montana State Alumni Association. Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. 5:46 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 29-26 against Northern Colorado. Bobcats shooting 52% from the field. Walker's got 9, Turner's got 8. Ford and Garacki each have 4, and Garacki is going to the line right now. Also, Garona and Naduka each with 2 apiece. Brian, this is one of the better offensive performances for almost 15 minutes here by the Bobcats all year.
Yeah, and the consistency of it is what's critical and something that's got to continue because they're only up 3. They're shooting 52% from the field, and yet can't get separation. They forced 7 turnovers already, so they got a +4 margin there, but the energy is what I love right now. Boy, I tell you, on both ends of the floor, this team is locked and loaded. They are focused, supporting each other. They are bringing it in every possible way.
So they are double-checking the free throw shooter, but it was definitely Garacki who was the guy who was fouled. So.
Yeah, it was the right one. No question.
They will confirm that with video here any moment, but that's what they're taking a look at right now. Meanwhile, we remind you that Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Now, Cats are doing a lot of things right. One kind of trick up the sleeve we haven't quite seen yet. They're just 2 of 6 from 3. Taking the right shots, but only 2 make so far. All in all, that's fine. But it's kind of one of those things you would hope does get hot at some point as this game continues.
Yeah, and they started hot. Eddie Turner, back-to-back threes early. That's your 2 makes and missed the last 4. I think that'll come and go, and that'll be there when it needs to be there. Not worried about that. If this energy level stays up and the defense continues to play as they are, I think they're going to be in this throughout.
So Garacki going to the line. First of 2 is good. Look, I mean, this is a Bobcat team that lost by 28 at South Dakota State. They win by 29 on Thursday. You lose by almost 30 against any, non-Power 5 team as Garacki hits both free throws. That's the kind of game that could be a line of demarcation where things start to crumble. Instead, the Cats responded now through the next game and a half.
Yeah, and you're starting to see them get their identity and they're understanding who they are. They understand what they're not and play super hard and find ways to grind out close games.
Reynolds into the lane, lays it up. That's no good. The Bobcats clear the rebound after a beautiful hook pass. Garacki driving from the right wing. He's got a head of steam. Lays it good with a little hesitation in the air. Brian Garacki ripping into the rack. He's got 6.
Cats with a 6-0 run to push this lead to the biggest lead so far, 7 points, 5 to go in the first.
Wisney out on the right wing, hands it off for Reilly. Thought about a 3. Patterson closes out, bounce pass to Wisney. He floats it up and in. That's just beautiful ball movement. Brock Wisney, who averages 12 a game, has 6 tonight. Turner with a head of steam into the lane, stops, turns, floats, no, and the Bears have the rebound. Reilly out on the right wing, bounce pass underneath. Wisney floats it home for about 10 feet out. And now a couple of quick buckets by the Bears. They close to within 3. It is 33-30. Montana State leading with 4:35 remaining of the first half.
And the last couple possessions for Montana State, quick shots that don't go in are going to lead to transition opportunities for this team.
Ford with a runner. No, but he draws the foul and will get himself to the line. So a couple of free throws coming up here for Rob Ford after the DeJour Reeves foul. Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza. Bridger Brewing, cheers to every adventure being better than the last. For Montana State, 6 assists presented by Aware Mental Health Services on 14 field goals plus 2 Wendy's three-pointers. And Ford misses the first of the 2 free throws. The free throw he missed last time out against Northern Arizona was his first missed free throw since December 22nd. Ford's next free throw is good. So he splits the pair. 5 points for Rob Ford today, who's on a double-double pace. UNC with the ball from left to right. They trail, the Bears do, 34-30. And off to Ramirez, over to Reynolds, out on the left wing. Out to Reilly at the top of the key. Reilly moves right. Drives inside, cut off on the right block by Rob Ford. That's just tremendous defense. Now a pump fake, lace it up, got it to go. That's a high-level bucket by Jaron Reilly. Rob Ford was all over him. Montana State the other way. They don't get the transition 3, so they wisely slow it down. On top of that, Brian Garacki's been matched up against St. Thomas, who is 2 of 7 from the field. Out to Garacki. He's got it for the Bobcats. Into the mid-post, nowhere to go. Gets inside now, lays it up, missed it just a bit to the left. And Northern Colorado has the rebound. St. Thomas out on the right wing. Crosses over, throws into the right corner. Reilly back to Thomas, in deep. And he has it ripped away. Rob Ford took it right out of his back pocket. Ford setting it up on the left wing. Steps back for a 3-ball. No, off the heel of the iron. Rebound, Northern Colorado. Reilly throws ahead to Reynolds. He's on the drive, and he lost it. Rob Ford picks it up thanks to the defensive pressure by Patterson. Out to Garacki, one-on-one, leans in. Oh, and they called a charge. Reilly was there, and they give Garacki the foul. And then they just tee up Garacki. That was a normal call, but I can't believe they gave him the technical.
That'll be his 3rd, too. Be 2nd and 3rd fouls back-to-back. That's a...
Apparently he said BS, but, you know.
It's what he got a technical for not too long ago, actually.
Patterson.
Same thing.
No, Patterson did.
Patterson,
Yeah. But we got to take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position as Coach Logie needs to be held back to not pick up a technical. 3:05 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 35-32 over Northern Colorado. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
Working from home has definitely put home projects into overdrive. New landscaping, gardens, patios, and fences. But if you're digging, you're contacting 811. Utility lines, including Northwestern Energy's, can be buried even just a few inches underground, and hitting one can be dangerous. The best way to keep you, the community, and your contractor crew safe is by having lines properly marked. Make your request online at least 2 full business days before you want to dig at call811.com.
We are live at the Brick. Montana State leading 34-32 over Northern Colorado. 3:05 remaining in the first half. At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. So Coach Logie's still working the officiating crew. St. Thomas is going to the line off the technical foul called on Brian Garacki. Apparently he said Bull S to the official. At least that's what we were able to glean from the official talking to Logie. St. Thomas on the first free throw is good, and that turns in now to 3 fouls for Garacki overall, because he also had just gotten called for the charge.
Yeah, that really hurts to get those back-to-backers. Brian's a smart player. Just gotta control your emotions in that moment. As the Bears tie it up, so the Bears have an opportunity to put a little run here. They're on an 8-1 run as we speak right now with the ball.
Right. Well, the weird thing about it was that it looked like Garacki was controlling his emotions. He didn't appear frustrated, but apparently he said something, and that's going to be a big loss defensively as well, because he's been teamed up against St. Thomas, who is just 2 of 7 from the field. Now a topside 3, that's no good from Reilly, and the Bobcats get the rebound. On top of that, St. Thomas got a chance to see the ball go through the hoop twice on a couple of free throws.
Yeah, you never like that at all.
So this is a dangerous spot here for the Bobcats. In a tie game, 34 points apiece, 2:40 remaining in the first half. Lob over to Garone on the right wing. He's trying to drive, nowhere to go. Gets cut off, picks it up, throws to Naduka. He slips the cup, pump fake, lays it. Good and one. Chika Naduka flexing it out, going to the stripe.
Chika with a couple really tough finishes for his 2 buckets here in the first half. See if he can make him pay with that free throw as well.
So Naduka going to the line, trying to complete the 3-point play. One dribble, puts it up, and puts it in. Good to see Naduka hitting the free throws. Only 56% from the stripe this year, but 1 for 1 today.
Big last 2.5 minutes here. Bobcats with a 3-point lead. They've done a great job of closing halves over the last several games, ignoring South Dakota State. They need to do that here tonight.
Inside, Reynolds, right hand slam. Whoa. And then he stares down the bench. Oh, that one rattled the glass. Cats up 1 with the ball. 2:08 remaining first half. Montana State leading 37-36. Brandon Walker on the right wing. Hands it off for Rob Ford, and it went off the foot. What? I thought that went off the foot of Zach Block. Apparently just lost it. They're going to call it out of bounds. Maybe it went off of Ford's.
Yeah, it looked to me like it went off Reynolds' foot, but then hit Rob's before it went out of bounds. So I think that was just an unfortunate oops.
Happens to the best of us. 1:59 remaining in the first half. Montana State leading 37-36, but UNC has the ball. Wisney throws it around to the left wing. Reynolds bounces it into St. Thomas, working on Sam Lekalot from 17 out. Facing up into the paint, spins the right shoulder, fell down, lost it, and throws it out beyond the arc to Block. Given to Reilly. Then to St. Thomas on the left wing. Picked up by Lekalot again. Works his way into the paint. Stops, pivoting. Fall away Jay. Good. Wow. St. Thomas knocking it down, and he barks at the Bobcat bench too. Garone at the top of the key. Gives it to Turner on the left wing. Comes right around the screen. Dials up an open three. Left it short. Offensive board. Lekalot with a putback. Sam Lekalot able to finish on the offensive rebound. His first 2 points. Reilly into the lane. Lost it out of bounds. Staying here. Eddie Turner poked it away. Logie still working the officials here. He's all over him tonight.
Well, and the last 2 guys barking at the bench, that's usually pretty much an automatic. They'll shut that down quick. It's the same official who gave the technical to Brian Garacki, so you'd think he'd be a little bit wired to even that out.
Reilly lobs it into Wisney at the top of the key. UNC with the ball down 1, final minute of the first half. Wisney hands it off down to the left block. Reilly against Turner, has to kick it out. Thomas, catch and shoot 3, got it from the top of the key. Man, St. Thomas, 14 points in what's basically started as a quiet first half.
Yeah, he started 2 of 6, but he's been on fire since then. He's got a couple to go and starting to feel that rhythm.
Inside, Turner has it ripped down, and a jump ball. He got tied up, and St. Thomas is fired up now. The possession error will keep it with Montana State. Oh, they almost brought Garacki in with the 3 fouls, and then Logie thought the better of it.
Yeah, especially if you're going to match him up with St. Thomas, you definitely don't want to do that.
And Montana State's going to use a timeout. Timeouts are sponsored by Prime Lending, home loans made simple. We also remind you that it's a new season at Kohl's with everyday styles at great prices. You can get more of what you want. Find go-tos for going anywhere and perfect picks for your home. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today. So 41 seconds left in the first half. Montana State now trailing 41-39 against Northern Colorado. Logie wants to draw something up for an inbounds pass underneath their own basket.
Yeah, you got to use that timeout or you lose it anyway, so that's that. Defensively, though, the Bobcats have lost a little bit of that edge. They had Northern Colorado around 42% the majority of the half. Now, all of a sudden, that's slipped up to 55%. They've made 3 straight, 2 of those by Thomas. So the Bobcats have got to dial that back up, finish this half strong. They should get a 2-for-1 if this inbounds play is a quick hit.
Yeah. Interesting communication with the officials and the coaches on both sides. We'll clean that up in a minute. First, Turner inbounding, looking from the baseline. Got to get it in here, and they do know right as the whistle blew from the official. And the Bobcats, after calling a timeout, drawing up a play, draw a 5 count and a turnover.
So both teams should get a possession here unless Northern Colorado comes down and just fires up a quick 3 trying to get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it looked like Montana State coaches were talking to the officials saying, hey, these guys are trying to taunt our bench. And then it looked like the coaches from Northern Colorado went to the officials and says, hey, I got my guys. I know what they're doing. I've talked to them. That's kind of it seems like that's what the conversation was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reilly up at the top of the key. Trying to back it down on Lekalot. Spins, goes to the rack, lays it up, left it short. Great defense. Bobcats have the rebound, and the shot clock is off. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State has the ball down 41-39. It's been a great ball game today, and now the Cats can slow it down for the final shot. Rob Ford's been over the bounce on the First Interstate Bank logo on the right sideline. 10 seconds left in the first half. Ford to the Cathead logo. 8 seconds left in the half. Ford crossing over, 5 into the paint, got stripped, picked up. St. Thomas in transition with 2. Thomas to the left wing with 1, puts up a runner, no! And that's how the first half comes to a close. What a first half of play. Both teams shoot 50% or better, and Montana State trails Northern Colorado 41-39 at halftime. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Like most Montana parents, I disapprove of teens using marijuana.
ParentingMontana.org has information for me to learn about Montana's marijuana laws.
For example, it's illegal for someone under the age of 21 to possess or consume marijuana unless they are a medical marijuana card holder.
I also use ParentingMontana.org to establish our family's rules about marijuana and help my teen manage peer pressure.
ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success.
Brought to you by SAMHSA and Montana DPHHS.
Welcome to the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Montana State trailing at Northern Colorado 41-39. I'm Keaton Globally alongside Brian Preby. I want to remind you to know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana. 811.org. Well, Brian, this was a heck of a first half. Bobcats down 2. What are some of the numbers you're seeing?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that stands out is the Bobcat defense early on forcing turnovers. Forced the Bears into 9 turnovers. 8 of those were steals. That means 8 live ball turnovers, and they were able to get out and run. The other way that shows up is that the Bears only had 1 steal on 7 turnovers, so the exact opposite. I think that is why it's so close. I don't like the fact that the Bears are shooting 55% in the first half, and I don't like the fact that this game is headed toward the 80s, because I think that is in Northern Colorado's favor.
And Montana State, 2 of 8 from 3. I'd like to see that rise in the second half, but you're going to have an opportunity to do that. Brandon Walker at 9, Eddie Turner with 8, Brian Garacki at 8, but picked up those 3 fouls. St. Thomas, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 14 points, 1 assist. He's just so dynamic. At 6'7", with his ability to shoot, it's just so hard to contest his shots.
Yeah, it really is. And the thing is, I charted his shots in the Montana game, and you were seeing things like one possession, it's a 3. The next possession, 2 bounce to the right. Next possession, post fade. Next possession, left drive for free throws. And he's most guys do 1 or 2 things well. He does 5 or 6 things well. You don't know what's coming. With Riley, you know he's going left every single time, and then it's up fake, up fake, up fake. You don't have a clue what St. Thomas is going to do, because he can do it all.
Yeah, he's like a little bit of a taller Dylan Jones with a few extra shot-making skills. And, you can, like you said at the top of the broadcast today, he can easily end up as the Big Sky Player of the Year, even with all the rightful awards heralded and heaped on Dylan Jones. All right, the crowd is getting amped because they're doing a baby race right now. I don't know, are you allowed to walk if you're a baby in these baby races?
I feel like that's a disqualifier if your baby is walking, but I don't know the answer to that.
That kid, it looks like it's only a couple months old. It's walking. These look like this kid's first steps.
He's flexing, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to win that. So the kid that walks wins, and yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at Jillian Thorpe, one of our members of the Bobcat Sports Properties. Even she looks like there needs to be an asterisk here. Do you see that?
I don't know. Let's read the official entry form and see how it goes, because none of the other babies are even halfway home.
Yeah, well, one is now.
He's already sitting having a beverage.
Yeah, he's got his basketball, he's got his favorite toy, and, well, he earned it. All right, well, that's the halftime competition. We're taking a break. Montana State is trailing at Northern Colorado at halftime, 41-39. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to BozemanChamber.com.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Bobcats in the midst of a 4-game homestand. They won on Thursday. They trail 41-39 against Northern Colorado today. We're back on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Going to get to our McDonald's delivery of the half, presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. For Montana State, led early by Eddie Turner, hit a couple of early threes. He's got 8 points. Bobcats shoot 50% overall from the field. 2 Wendy's three-pointers and 7 assists, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Northern Colorado 52% from the field, 5 of 11 from downtown, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. These two teams even in the rebounding battle at 15 boards apiece. We'll take a break on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Bobcats trailing 41-39 against the Bears. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
What's in a name? For some, the meaning runs deeper than the word we see in front of us. There's a history to it. We are Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, and the biggest part of our name will always be the smallest, of, because it's the of that connects us, which means we are of our communities, of a promise passed down for a healthier tomorrow. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
For every peak, valley, and plateau, for every mishap and every adventure, for every Montanan in every season of life, Bozeman Health is here to deliver care with quality, compassion, and respect. Because we see you as more than the patient you are today. We look to what's on the horizon for you and our community over the decades to come. That's care beyond care. Well beyond Bozeman Health.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead on the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, local banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
Back on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. Montana State trailing Northern Colorado 41-39. All right, let's take a look at the First Interstate Bank scoreboard today. Weber State, an 0-2 weekend. They are 2-2 now. They lost at Sac State on Thursday. They lose 69-66 to Portland State today. Weber State outscored Portland State 40-27 in the second half, and it still was not enough in that one. Eastern Washington leading Idaho 74-53, and then Northern Arizona and Montana tip off here in the next 5 minutes. Idaho State at Sacramento State tips off in the next 5 minutes as well. And the women lost today, a tight contest at Northern Colorado in Greeley. They had some chances late in that game, but they lost to Northern Colorado 58-53. So some tight games there. And today we're getting set for Montana State, Northern Colorado in the second half. Also, West Virginia beats number 25 Texas 76-73. Raekwon Battle had 14 points in the victory for West Virginia to get their first Big 12 win of the season. And Utah State won 87-86 in the final moments at UNLV today, where Darius Brown hit a three. A foul occurred on the shot against Great Osabor. He went to the line on 2 free throws to flip a 4-point deficit to a 1-point lead with, flip a 4-point deficit to a 1-point lead on a 5-point play as Utah State stays perfect in Mountain West play. All right, we're going to take one more break. When we get back on the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show, it's the start of the second half. Montana State leading Northern Colorado leading Montana State 41-39. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. All right, before we start the second half, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. You're listening to Montana State Basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Ken Galoglu alongside Brian Priebe with Jesse Ropolato back in the studios. We have wrapped up our Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana halftime show. We're sitting at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position where Montana State trails Northern Colorado 41-39. Montana's Ribbon Chop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. Northern Colorado will start with the basketball, but Brian, Bobcats have closed some games well at the end of the first half. Today was not one of those days.
Yeah, 6-15 run at the end of the first half. Last 5 minutes, that technical foul came in that sequence. They made the free throws. Bobcats got to stop subsequently, but I'm looking for energy in the second half. The energy was what keyed the first half, both ends of the floor, and so now are they going to have the same energy coming out of the break?
Cats led by as much as 7 in that first half. Northern Colorado with a 2-point lead has their largest of the day now. St. Thomas has the ball mid-post right side, guarded by Garacki, kicks it out to Block. He drives on the left wing, hops into the paint, suffocated, bounce pass to the right baseline, and the jumper is good by Brock Wisney, who's quickly into double figures following up the 15-point performance on Thursday. Coaches trying to pump up the Bobcats on the floor right now, down by 4, their largest deficit of the day. First 30 seconds of the second half. Brandon Walker into a double team, shoving through, goes up, lays it, good, and one. That thing took 2 full rotations around the rim, and after contemplating its life choices, decided it wanted to slide through the twine.
Yeah, and Brandon Walker has just been physical. Second time he's drawn an and one today. Finished that one with the left hand. First half it was all right hand moves. Northern Colorado jumped the right hand. He spun back left, and like you said, took it for a ride before falling through.
Free throw is no good, so he is unable to complete the three-point play. But, yeah, physical. That's the best adjective to describe Brandon Walker today. Out of the right wing, Zach Block has it. Northern Colorado leading 43-41 with the ball in the first minute of the second half. St. Thomas against Brian Garacki defensively. Thomas hooks around him, goes to the cup, floats it up. Good. Boy, you can really see the elbow coming around Garacki. No call. Good contest by Brandon Walker. Thomas finishes. St. Thomas to 16 points. Averages 19.5 a game. Eddie Turner bounces over to the left wing. Brandon Walker working his way inside, doubled, hooks it up and hooks it home. Brandon Walker, the hot start to begin the second half.
I can't believe he got through that double team. Riley came from the top down, had him pinched, but Walker got through it before he could close it.
Left corner three, Zach Block can't get it to go. St. Thomas got the rebound and an easy putback by St. Thomas.
Man, I tell you, he scores in every possible way. He's up to 18 and 7 here in the first minutes of the second half.
Drive by Turner from the top, stops, floats, good. Eddie Turner double figures, he's got 10.
Just like the first half, alternating baskets back and forth. That went on for the first probably 6 minutes of the first half. It's doing it again, repeat.
Northern Colorado with the ball, leading by 2. It's been a shootout today, and that favors the Bears. St. Thomas moving left with the dribble, gets into the paint, stops, pulls up with a jumper, contested, no good. Cats get the rebound. Patterson had the defense. Rob Ford throws to the right wing. Eddie Turner with a head of steam, spins to his right shoulder, kicks it out. Brandon Walker gives to Ford. Ford curls into the lane, gets to the post, kicks it out. Eddie Turner on the drive into the lane, pulls up with a jumper, got it off the front iron, hopped off the backboard and in. A dozen for Eddie Turner tonight.
God, he has been so aggressive early in both halves. Fantastic to see and get him going.
Wisney driving, and he lays it in. Brock Wisney with 12. That breaks the tie. 49-47, Northern Colorado leading. Rob Ford crossing over down to the right block, throws it out. Brandon Walker turns down an open 3. Hands off for Garacki on the right wing, triggers it up, got it. Brian Garacki with a hand on his face from the right wing, reins in the 3, and he's into double figures to put the Bobcats back on top. Reilly, the Australian, Lobs to St. Thomas on the right elbow, working along the free throw line. Bounce down into the mid-post left side. Wisney against Garacki. Spins underneath the cup, in deep, lays it up and good. Tough finish by Wisney. Garacki being careful with those 3 fouls.
Boy, and when Northern Colorado gets a mismatch, they just go after it there. The switch caused Garacki to be inside on the big fella, and he finishes.
Patterson takes it to the top. Over to Brandon Walker on the right elbow. Back to Patterson. Drives right, pulls up, jumper, good. From a step inside the arc, Tyler Patterson reigns it home for his first points of the night. Bobcats back in front by 1.
And can either team get a stop? Right now, both teams are just shooting out of this world. 70 for Northern Colorado, 100% for the Cats, 6 for 6 so far.
Really working on Eddie Turner. Into the paint, knocked free, recovers, really pumps, floats, no, rebound, Eddie Turner. Wow, they let a lot of contact go by Eddie Turner there. Rob Ford driving into the lane, trying to post up, gets rid of it to Walker at the top. He hands it off for Patterson. He's open for 3. No, he goes down hard after the shot. Rebound, Northern Colorado. Patterson slow to get up. Zach Block in transition. His right wing 3 rattles home. UNC back in front, up 54-52 as Montana State uses a timeout. Logie goes right to the official and gets into a shouting match, and the official comes right back up to Logie, and Julius Smith steps in between and actually helps usher the official away. We're going to step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. It's getting testy. 15:28 to go in the ball game. Northern Colorado leading 54-52 over Montana State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy Loaded Tortilla Soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at Qdoba.com or in the app.
Join Champs New Kids Club presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $40 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. 15:28 to go in the ball game. Northern Colorado leading 54-52. Montana State with the basketball. You know, Brian, Coach Logie's been going after the officials today. He hasn't gotten a technical. He does have 2 so far this year, but this is a situation where you see the temperature really turning up between the coaches and the officials.
Yeah, without question, and he's worked every single one of them during this timeout on the same play. It was the Patterson top of the key 3. Neither of us saw it, but Patterson ends up on his back, and it looked like the Bobcat coaching staff felt like he was undercut as he's coming down to the floor after shooting that 3.
And each assistant is rotating through trying to contain Coach Logie. Eddie Turner at the top works his way inside, dribbled it off his foot, tipped around, catch, recover. Into the right corner for Eddie Turner. Boy, that's a big bounce for Montana State. Turner into the lane. Gets rid of it to Chica on the right elbow. Backing down to the post, turns, hook shot. No, that's just a little bit short. And Northern Colorado has the rebound, and Montana State just their second miss of the second half. Reeves, open, topside 3. No. Rebound tipped, and they're going to call the fouls. Theo Hughes comes over the back, his second.
And there's where working the officials pays off. There's been an awful lot of contact in this game. That one was not much, but it drew the whistle.
And that takes us to another break for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 14:56 to go in the game. Northern Colorado leading 54-52 over Montana State. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
It's time for a wellness tip from SCL Health, now Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. 14:56 to go in the ball game. Northern Colorado leading 54-52. Montana State hanging with one of the best offensive teams in the conference today.
Yeah, they really are, and a lot of that's hot shooting 55% on the night. So is Northern Colorado, though, so it's even there. Northern Colorado is shooting better from three, which I thought that one might be a little bit tighter. They're +3 from behind the arc right now. But the Cats have done it on both ends for the vast majority of this game.
Boy, if Montana State can get a hot stretch from three today, Eddie Turner, hot from two, knocks it down from the free throw line, and he's got 14 points today. Eddie Turner having one of his best games as a Bobcat. Ties it up at 54 points apiece with that free throw line jumper. Wisney hands it off. Here's St. Thomas. Fires into the post. Wisney makes the catch and lays it. No, before the shot. So he got fouled underneath by Eddie Turner. Eddie Turner behind the official, signaling to the scorer's table. That was me putting up his three fingers.
But what a smart play by your point guard, right? He recognizes Brian Garacki's got three. Can't give it to him. Got to give it to me. Yep, that's me. Right away. Instantly goes the official. I got him, my bad.
And it was.
And it was, but you just leave no doubt whatsoever. Don't let your leading scorer pick up his fourth.
That Ivy League degree showing off for Eddie Turner. Wisney has it with 10 to shoot. On the left elbow, bounces into Reynolds against 4 to the left block, 5 to shoot, into the paint, turns, floater, good. And Langston Reynolds able to finish. He's got 6. That's his per-game average. Montana State back down by 2 of the ball. 14 minutes to go in the game. Cats trying to earn a signature Big Sky win. Garacki on the left wing. Works his way into the paint, to the cup. Draws the foul on St. Thomas. Brian Garacki will go to the line first on St. Thomas today.
Yeah, it's a nice aggressive take by Brian Garacki right there. It's fun to see his progression. I think when he came from Division II early, he was just a three-point shooter. Occasionally would bounce it a little bit, but he's realized he's a physical player. He's as physical as anybody at this level, and he can get his shoulders around guys and make them pay, get to the rim, and he's got a well-rounded game.
First free throw is good. The coaching staff obviously had all the confidence in the world that he could compete at the D1 level. Next free throw is good, but, you know, it's going to take some time when you're coming up from D2 to really make yourself believe that you can play at this level. He's got the results now. DeJour Reeves with a drive and a foul. Eddie Turner picking up the foul. DeJour Reeves will go to the line. Now Turner has 2.
And that's just a straight clear out. They just cleared the side and told Reeves to take him one-on-one from the foul line all the way down. Eddie Turner did cut him and gave him an angle and cost a quick couple shots.
Yeah, he really had the first step on that drive. First free throw is no good. Now, DeJour Reeves is an interesting part of this team. One of the new guys who transferred in from Trinidad State, which is a JUCO in Colorado. He scored over 1,100 points in his 2 years there. The second free throw is good.
And it's one thing you're just not seeing much of now. Junior college recruiting since the transfer portal opened has just dropped off completely. He's one of the few guys in the Big Sky coming from the JUCO ranks.
Eddie Turner has it on the right wing, behind the back dribble, into the paint, down to the left block, spinning, hooking, good. Wow. This is a whole different looking Eddie Turner today. He's got 16.
Yeah, this is the best he's played in his white jersey for sure.
St. Thomas shuffling over to the right wing, skips a pass into the left corner. Ball moved around to the top. Reeves drives on Garone, and he draws the foul. Yeah, he had an extra step on Garone, who reaches in. Second foul on Jaden Garone as the whistles are starting to tighten up now.
Yeah, that is a quickness differential right there between Reeves and Garone.
St. Thomas has it, working on Eddie Turner. Trying to back up into the post. Just uses his strength to get inside. Draws a double. His pass knocked free by Garone. The Bobcats have it. Rob Ford ahead in transition. One-on-one. Stops, leans in. Lays it good through contact. Montana State up 60-57. 12:50 to go in the ball game. St. Thomas gets behind a screen, triggers the three, way too strong, rebound, won by Wisney, stripped by Turner, fight for it on the hardwood, whistles sound, and it should be a jump ball. It is, and it'll be going to Montana State.
Great hustle play there by Rob Ford. As Wisney had the rebound easy and clean, Ford comes and strips him and then ties him up on the floor.
The Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's 3 to Win campaign to help us reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. Brandon Walker just checked back in. He's got 13 points today. Walker is joined by Turner, Garone, Garacki, and Ford. Montana State with the basketball moving from left to right. Eddie Turner takes it up to the top. Crosses over to the free throw line, pulls up, the jumper, rimming, no. Rebound, knocked out of bounds, going the other way. It'll be Northern Colorado ball, trailing 60-57, 12:29 to go in the game.
Good little run here by the Bobcats to get themselves back in the driver's seat. Got a little bit of a lead as they came out trading baskets just like the first half, but then around the same time they squirted out to the lead. Now you got to hold and build that lead.
DeJour Reeves working on the left wing, picked up by Garacki, crosses over into the paint, stops. The free throw line jumper is good. That's a tough shot by DeJour Reeves. That's some good defense.
Yeah, really good defense. Didn't foul, got a great contest. Reeves just arced it right over him.
Ford on the drive, pump fakes underneath, gets hammered, no call. Somehow got the ball, and then they call a timeout by Montana State. That was Ford who called the timeout. Prime Lending timeout. He got hit 3 different times. And there was a technical on Northern Colorado.
I think it's on Hughes. I don't know if he got talking to somebody, maybe a player, maybe the bench, but he got tagged up there heading toward the timeout.
They're actually calling it on St. Thomas. All right, we're going to take a break. Bit to sort out, but we'll do that after we come back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:53 to go in the game. Montana State leading 60-59 against Northern Colorado. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Bobcat basketball is brought to you in part by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute. When you're ready for something new, get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. All right, we got some stuff to clean up here. So Rob Ford went in, looked like he got fouled. They didn't call it. He was able to recover the basketball, call a timeout wisely. That took us to the under 12 media timeout. But in the kerfuffle underneath, St. Thomas said something to Ford, so they tee up St. Thomas. So even though the Cats didn't get the foul, Garacki does get the 2 free throws.
Garacki gets the free throws, and the Bobcats maintain possession with 16 on the shot clock.
And the first free throw is good for Garacki.
Yeah, it's a good sequence for Montana State. And here's an opportunity. You get to a 2-3 possession lead, and then battle your hearts out for the next 12 minutes.
Garacki hits both free throws. He is 6 for 6 today. Brian Garacki now is 53 for 56 on the year, one of the top free throw shooters in the country.
Yeah, over 90, 96% now?
94. It came in 94%. I didn't do the math in my head on the new one. But it's higher than 94% now. Bobcats inbound the basketball up by 3 with 11:45 to go in the game. Can the Bobcats earn a win against one of the top and most talented teams in the Big Sky? Brandon Walker kicks it out. Carone, catch and shoot 3. Ooh, just short. Offensive rebound by Rob Ford, who came streaking in. Cats get to reset. Brandon Walker out on the left wing, hands it off for Brian Garacki, crossing over, working on St. Thomas, steps back for 3, buries it! Brian Garacki with a hand in his face against one of the top D-men in the conference, and he buries it from the left side.
And there's a 5-point possession for the Cats, which is a big deal. Gets them up 6.
Hughes hands it off for Reilly, and a foul to take the air out of the balloon. Eddie Turner just a little too aggressive there.
Yeah, probably not needed to be there. You're probably 35 feet from the rim, but you get caught up in the emotion and the intensity of what's happening and pick up a cheapie. That's his 3rd.
Northern Colorado with the ball. St. Thomas, a topside 3. Yes. Oh, silencer. And St. Thomas now with 21 points today. 9th 20-point performance for him.
Yeah, and he's got 7 boards to add to that. He is a first-class baller.
Yeah, he had 2 years over at Loyola Chicago. Not sure how he didn't see the floor more. Rob Ford gets underneath on the right baseline, throws it out to Carone on the right wing. 10 to shoot. Carone up to the top of the key on the drive. Bounce pass down to Brandon Walker, and he gets mauled. A foul. What? Theo Hughes looks shocked by something.
Well, it's his 4th foul if it is on him.
It is.
That'll be his 4th.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly now it looked like he got mauled, but when we just saw the replay, although it was kind of cut off, I didn't really see a lot of contact there.
Yeah. He ended up on the floor. A big man like that hits the floor. You got to notice.
Yeah. So 3rd foul on Hughes, but he was kind of stepping a long way. Oh, 4th, excuse me, thank you. But he was kind of stepping a long way. I don't know. Cats might have caught a break. First free throw is good for Brandon Walker, but the free throw went in, so that means it's the right call.
Right, ball never lies. That's how it is.
That's direct from the basketball gods. Who's to argue?
Yeah, you don't ever argue with that.
So Brandon Walker gets another shot at the free throw line. Chika Nduka will check in. He's at the scorer's table now. And the free throw is good. Brandon Walker hits them both. He's 67% this year. Sees 2 go in now. Gets a high five from Coach Logie, whose intensity has also increased over the last couple of games.
Well, we said at halftime we wanted to see the energy level be maintained or exceeded, and I don't think there's any question the Bobcats have come to play in the second half.
Montana State up 67-62 over Northern Colorado. 10:20 to go in the game, and it is knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay here. Crowd doesn't like it. Logie's down in a catcher's crouch, but it was knocked out of bounds by Montana State.
Eddie Turner didn't argue it. Chika Nduka did, but
yeah,
that is a miss. No question about that one. Just a straight miss on the call.
Yeah, really just lost it. St. Thomas shake and bake to the rack, lays it no, and the Bobcats have the rebound. Brian Garacki gives it to Eddie Turner on the left wing. Turner crossing over down into the paint. Looking to get rid of it and does with a bounce pass to Garone at the top of the key. Garone works his way to the left elbow, picks it up, throws to Ford at the top of the key. Midway through the second half, Cats up 67-62. Handoff for Eddie Turner. Curls to the free throw line on St. Thomas. Out to Ford on the right wing, 7 to shoot. Ford drives the baseline, slipped, and he stepped on the baseline. Bobcats turn it over.
Yeah, and that's one where they got a mismatch. You got blocked down guarding Naduka inside. You got to throw the ball in there and give him a look. He's got the size advantage.
And Wisney's got some blood on his jersey right now. Not sure where the cut is, so they're going to have to clean that up. Meanwhile, we'll remind you that Real Milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. So they get 60 seconds to patch up Wisney. We also remind you that serving all your garage door needs is DoorTech. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. 9:49 to go in the game. Montana State up 67-62. The Bobcats have led for a majority of this game. We'll see if they can close this thing out today.
Yeah, Bobcats kind of got some tough matchups here all of a sudden with the big fella going out, at least for a possession or two. Northern Colorado's really, really small, but the Bobcats have kind of one of their bigger lineups out there.
Yeah, Juju Ramirez is in, looking like he's playing the 5 right now. Ramirez, a spindly 6'9". Handoff for Reilly at the top of the key. Working on Naduka on the drive. Gets underneath and draws the foul. Naduka picks up his first today. Free throws coming with 9:31 left. Montana State up 5. Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and that other school. Tell sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump.
That's a tough matchup for Nduka to try and guard really at the top of the key. He did do a good job, forced him to his right hand, his non-dominant hand, but he just couldn't keep up with the quickness.
Reilly hits his first free throw. He's got 5 today, so the Cats have done a nice job against him. He had 18 against Montana. He had 30 against North Dakota. He averages over a dozen a game.
Well, and what's interesting is he averages 15 in their wins and 9 in their losses. So he's a guy that kind of is an indicator of how the Bears are doing. Cats have slowed him down.
Hits both of those free throws, so he's got 6 points today. Montana State's lead is cut to 3, down 67-64 with 9:25 to go in the game. Tyler Patterson moves it around the perimeter to Jaden Garone. Hands off for Rob Ford on the left wing. Naduka got away with a moving screen. Ford working in the left corner. Now comes right around a screen into the lane. Kicks it out for Patterson, then to Ford. Ford's on the right baseline. Bounce into the post. Naduka back out to Ford. 7 to shoot. Ford on the right baseline. Tough angle jumper. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Rob Ford, who somersaults down on the hardwood.
Gets back up quick, though, because he knows that transition D is critical.
Reilly cut off. Hands off for St. Thomas to the rack, and he lays it in. What a quick cut by St. Thomas.
Yeah, Jerome right now is matched up on St. Thomas, and St. Thomas definitely has the edge there.
23. St. Thomas today. He had 37 in the overtime win on Thursday in Missoula. Garacki down to Naduka. Block fouled. Whoa! And then Naduka and Wisney get tied up. That looked pretty clean up top.
Yeah, I think the Cats got away with one there. Really, the guard jumped up and just absolutely swatted Naduka.
So Reilly picks up the foul. And then Wisney and Naduka got tied up. That got close. Yeah, that I think that was a break. Cats are getting some calls. Ooh, first free throw is no good. Looked halfway home. Garone to the bench. Eddie Turner back on the floor. Eddie Turner today 16 points, 7 of 11 shooting, 2 Wendy's 3-pointers, 2 rebounds, and an assist.
Yeah, real well-rounded game for him. And defensively, they needed speed and quickness out there against this Northern Colorado lineup.
And length. He's got a big wingspan. Ooh, Naduka misses both free throws. I guess it was a bad call. 69-66, Montana State leading Northern Colorado with 8:30 to go in the game. Ooh, Eddie Turner's holding his right shoulder right now. It's already taped up. Down on the left baseline, Wisney back to the basket against Naduka. Trying to back in. Still trying to get space. Can't go anywhere. Got stripped. Ball loose on the floor. Garacki wins it initially. And a timeout, Montana State.
That's their last timeout, so they're going to go the last 8:17 of this game with no more timeouts. That's a bummer.
And Rob Ford looks hurt. He is really holding that right shoulder. Now, are they going to take this to a media because they're within 30 seconds of the 8-minute mark, or no?
Well, it's a full timeout either way, but I don't know if it's a media.
I think they are. I think they did go to media. Yeah, they did. Okay, we are taking a break. They did go to a media timeout. 8:17 to go in the game. Montana State leading 69-66 over Northern Colorado. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
For every adventure and every mishap, Bozeman Health provides expert, personalized care to each person, going well beyond traditional health care. We're your partner in health and well-being, working together for your day-to-day and the decades to come. With care sites in Belgrade, Big Sky, and Bozeman, and with the only hospitals in the Gallatin Valley, Bozeman Health keeps your care close to home. Find a Bozeman Health provider today at bozemanhealth.org.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of. Woohoo, yeah! We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco.
What? Coach?
We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at a Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Conoco! Let's go, Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Guaranteed Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
8:17 to go in the ball game. This was technically our under 8 media timeout because the Bobcats just used a prime lending timeout. Montana State leads Northern Colorado 69-66. And Brian, this is kind of a strange situation now where Montana State has 0 timeouts left for the last 8 minutes and 17 seconds.
Yeah, they'll get the under 4 media, but that's it unless Northern Colorado uses one. I don't think it's the end of the world. You've got play calls for all of your last second type situations, but you don't have something to stop a momentum or something like that. So not an ideal situation, probably not what you want, but it is what it is.
All right, so it was 3 different times Montana State has used a timeout when they've been on the floor trying to save a possession.
Yeah, 3 of those, and then Coach Logie called one himself, and then you get the one in the first half that you lose it or use it anyway. So crazy to have 8:17 to go, not have any, but if that safe possession right there ends up leading to a victory, you don't really care.
This is turning into a bloody pulp of a game. Simultaneously, Wisney and Rob Ford were both getting patched up because they both had separate cuts. Montana State with the ball after the Garacki timeout. Bobcats up by 3 with 8 minutes to go in the contest. Bounce down to the left baseline. Brandon Walker having another nice day today. He's faced up, puts it on the floor, gives it to Ford. Topside 3, good. Rob Ford from the top of the key. Count the 3 ball.
Brandon Walker threw that like a point guard. He drew Rob's defender and then popped it right to him on a line.
Cats up 72-66, 7:40 to go in the game. At least the Cats turned that final timeout into 3. Reilly drives down to St. Thomas, cutting, handoff underneath, and a foul by Patterson as Wisney went up. And Patterson late getting over there defensively, wanted to make him earn it at the line. Smart play, first foul for Patterson.
Yeah, other than being late, like you said, on the rotation, make him earn it without question, make the big fella show he can make free throws, especially at this point in the game with Tyler not being anywhere near foul trouble. That's his first.
First free throw is no good. In Montana, parenting is important to us. Figuring it out doesn't come easy. In the ParentingMontana.org podcast, we talk with experts about the challenges and the joys of being in a parenting role. ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success. The free throw is good by Brock Wisney, so he splits the pair. Remember, Weber lost today. They're now 2-2 in Big Sky play. Bobcats are 2-1. Eastern had a big lead last check. They're going to 3-0. And this UNC team is 2-0. So the Cats can get into second place with a win today. Turner underneath, draws a bump, And nope, he stepped on the baseline. So turnover by the Bobcats.
Yeah, he just didn't have enough of a space or angle as he went down there, and the little bit of contact from Reynolds pushed him on the step on the inline.
Montana State leading 72-67, 7.25 to go in the game. Northern Colorado with the ball. St. Thomas has it with 23 points in his pocket. Out on the right wing, drives on forward, going to the rack, floats it off the glass and in. Boy, that's a tough take. 25 points for St. Thomas. What a weekend.
Yeah, you're looking at the Big Sky Player of the Week. With our question, it'll be his 4th time. Yep. Dylan Jones has it 4 times as well. Those guys dominate the Player of the Week. Tyler Patterson got it once.
Yeah, Thomas and Patterson actually shared it. Bounce into Walker, slip into the rack, lays it good and one. Right-handed finish, and he's heading back to the free throw line.
3rd time Walker with an and one and an opportunity to get 3 the old-fashioned way.
Brandon Walker, another 17 points today. He had 17 on Thursday. And if St. Thomas hasn't already put up almost 60 points this week, we'd be talking about Brandon Walker as a potential Player of the Week. So Walker trying to complete the three-point play. That free throw is good. He's got 18 today. He's 7 of 9 from the field. He's shooting over 60% now over the last 5 games, including today.
And the Bobcats with 4 guys in double figures, 4 starters in double figures, leading the way.
Ooh, and a foul. Ford got in too deep with Reynolds, and they tied up their feet. Easy call. Ford with his first.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a very smart play by Rob to put somebody on the free throw line when he's 30-some feet away from the basket.
It looked like he kind of slipped a little bit, like he jumped up to him, had the wide base, and his feet slipped just an extra inch or two, and that was the difference as Reynolds started to drive. Ford couldn't move his feet because he was off balance.
Yeah, now 1-1 for Reynolds, so he's got to convert to get a second.
Knocks it down. Reynolds is only 42% from the free throw line, but hits a big front end there. Reynolds with the next, and that is good. Langston Reynolds having a pretty nice day today. He's got 8 points. He only had 2 total points in the 3 meetings against Montana State last year. Bobcats up by 4, trying to win their 6th straight against Northern Colorado in the all-time series. Eddie Turner on the left wing, and we've got a whistle and an offensive foul away from the ball on Tyler Patterson. His second. Meanwhile, Northern Colorado tried to win their 6th straight overall. They're as hot as anybody in the league. Eastern Washington's starting to get up there.
Cats are going to potentially jump a little zone here just to mix it up. Show them a different look, see what they do with it.
Toss into the post. Hughes against Walker on the right block. Shuffles into the paint. Spins left shoulder. Blocked. Oh, and a foul. That could have been a jump ball. Second foul on Walker.
Just looked like a block shot to me, but I was about 50 feet further away from the action, so we'll call it what it is.
Yeah, and look, Montana State's gotten their fair share of calls today too, so.
Yeah.
First shot for Hughes is no good.
Ball never lies.
Of course, I don't know that we can convince Coach Logie that he's gotten some calls today.
No. But he has. He's gotten a couple good ones.
Next shot by Hughes. That's no good. Walker wins a hard-fought rebound.
Tacos for everybody in the brick today.
Yes.
Everybody loves the tacos.
You get some taco, free Taco Bell taco if you miss 2. Or the opposing team misses 2. 75-71, Montana State up just under 6 minutes to go in the game. Garacki on the drive from the left wing, gets down to the left block. Trying to post up against Thomas, kicks it out. Ball around the perimeter to Turner. He's on the right wing. Turner with the dribble. 5 to shoot. Got to go. Turner moves left 4. Turner with 3. Into the lane. Going to the rack. Blocked from behind out of bounds with about a half second left on the shot clock. So Montana State will inbound. And they're going to have to just catch and get it up. 0.4 officially on the shot clock. Eddie Turner will inbound.
Has to be a catch and shoot or a tip. Can't be a dribble or anything else.
Into Garacki. Makes the catch. Puts it up, but late. And it'll be a shot clock violation. Northern Colorado ball. Chika Nduka into the game. Brandon Walker taking a seat with 18 points on 7 of 9 shooting. Walker is 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds. How about this? 5 assists.
Yeah, he's been passing the ball well, and Northern Colorado hasn't committed to double, but they've been shading so heavily he's been able to find guys open.
Right corner 3 by Zach Block. That's no good. Rob Ford rips down the rebound. His 10th. He's got another double-double. His 5th of the year. Montana State with the ball. Up by 4. Ford to the free throw line. Crosses over down to the right block. Then weaves back out beyond the arc. Around the perimeter to the left wing. Garacki comes right around the screen. Then turns it down. Bounce to Nduka. Down to Garacki. And stolen. St. Thomas got in there. Read the pass. Out to Reynolds. Hands off for Reilly. Rhythm 3, short. And the carom hauled in by Rob Ford, who wants to calm it down with 4:50 remaining in the game. Montana State leading 75-71. The defense starting to stiffen up over the last few minutes. Patterson gives it to Nduka. Back to Patterson. Comes left, bounce to Nduka, drives to the rack, kicks it to Garacki. Extra pass forward. He drives from the right wing, going to the cup, puts it up off the glass, no good. Nduka, the offensive rebound, gets it out to Garacki. His 3, bang! What hustle by the Cats! Brian Garacki makes it count for 3. Reilly on the drive, can't get it to go. Ford the rebound in amongst the trees. Whoa, what a sequence by Montana State. And Ford barely gets it over the timeline.
Rob Ford, 12 rebounds on Thursday, 12 rebounds tonight. I just don't understand how a point guard can be your leading rebounder, but he's doing it.
Especially a little bit undersized. Nduka hands it off for Patterson. Takes it to the free throw line, picks up the dribble and gives it to Ford. 3 seconds to shoot, got to go here. Ford, an NBA 3. No, that's short. Northern Colorado with a rebound, down 7. 3:40 remaining in the game. Block to St. Thomas on the left wing, picked up by Ford. Thomas with the dribble. Gives it to Hughes, back to Thomas. Comes left around the screen. Down to the left elbow, lob into the post. Hughes makes the catch, easy lay-in. Got it to go with the right hand, and a timeout called by St. Thomas. Coach Logie is livid about some of that defensive rotation. All right, we've got a timeout. Last media timeout of regulation. 3:29 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading Northern Colorado 78-73. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. After this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This game is brought to you in part by Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how. Workplace safety. You're naked without it. More at safemt.com. 3:29 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading Northern Colorado 78-73. Bobcats have led for 25 minutes today, so they've led for a majority of the game. They're led by Brian Garacki's 21 points tonight. Brandon Walker has 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. 16 points for Eddie Turner, and 12 points and 12 rebounds for Rob Ford today, who's also been a menace, stealing the basketball and defensively as well. This is the Bobcats' ceiling today.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you need to finish and win, because these home games like this really are a step forward for this team. This is the best team they would have beaten here at the Brick. Be a big, big opportunity. 3:29 to go. Got to find a way.
By the way, Rob Ford has another 4 steals today. That has him at 49 on the season. It's mid-January, and he is 4 shy of the top 10 single-season list. Number 10 is Nico Harrison with 53. Darius Brown had 60 last year, which was 5th most in a single season in a Bobcat uniform. 3:20 remaining in the game. Montana State with the ball, up 78-73 over Northern Colorado. Bobcats trying to announce their presence with authority at home. Eddie Turner backing it out at the top. Gives it to Brandon Walker. Only 8 to shoot. He's beyond the arc. Walker with a head of steam. Into the lane. Going to the rack. Lays it. No, but he'll draw the foul on Brock Wisney. And he is going to the line, and that is 4 on Wisney.
So both Northern Colorado big fellas have 4, which probably only matters if we end up in overtime, but does affect the size. And Northern Colorado likes those ball screens. They like those guys to set them, use their big physical frame, and then roll off it.
The reason they're in foul trouble is because Brandon Walker keeps taking it right into their teeth.
No question about it.
The free throw is good. 19 for Brandon Walker. At Montana's Rib and Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. Next free throw is good for Walker. He's got 20 points today.
2 20-point scores for the Bobcats. That is helping the cause as they break 80 already.
Up 80-73, matching their largest lead of the day with 2:57 remaining. Into the left corner, pump fake. Block lets it fly. Missed the 3. Cats get the rebound. This is about the spot that Northern Colorado was in Missoula on Thursday. They came back to tie it and then win it in overtime. Ford throws it to Garacki at the top. Over to Patterson. Coaching staff pleading with the Cats to play fast. Hand off for Turner. He takes it to the right wing, over to Ford. He dropped it, gives it to Garacki after picking it up. 6 to shoot. Garacki against Thomas. Picks up the bounce, tries the 17-foot jumper, and rattles it in. Brian Garacki, a monster night, 23. Bobcats have their largest lead of the day. It's at 9. Reeves on the drive, lays it up. That's no good. Ford fighting for the rebound, and they call a foul on Ford.
Yeah. Gave a little nudge in the back on the offensive rebound attempt by St. Thomas. So St. Thomas going to get a free 2. That's unfortunate because the Cats, with 2 minutes to go, could have pushed the lead to double digits.
Big call.
Cats on a 7-1 run here over the last 2.5 minutes, and that's been the difference. They're up 9. 6 of those points in the lead came in that stretch.
Montana State is 18-2 at home in the Big Sky over the last year, plus 2 years plus this year. So really the last 3 years, 18-2 at home against Big Sky competition. Trying to continue that trend today, trying to complete a 2-0 weekend. St. Thomas knocks it down. So St. Thomas hits both free throws there, and he's up to 27 points. Bobcats up 82-75, trying to break the full court pressure and a foul. Zach Block picks up the foul with the hip check riding along that left sideline, and it will put Montana State at the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, it's probably a good foul by Northern Colorado. Might as well use the 1-on-1 to make sure you get it. Not sure if Eddie Turner's the guy you want to put up there, but slows the game down a little bit for them, gives an extra possession.
2:07 remaining. Montana State trying to end Northern Colorado's 5-game winning streak overall, and the Cats trying to win their 6th straight against Northern Colorado in the all-time series, and trying to win their 8th out of the last 9 meetings. First free throw is good. Eddie Turner earns a second.
It's a big free throw right there. Keep this thing above a 6-point margin as long as you can here. Got to make those free throws down the stretch.
Turner exhales, one dribble, bends the knees, puts it up, puts it home. Eddie Turner hits 2 clutch free throws there. Eddie Turner with 18 points. One of his best nights as a Bobcat. Reilly drives, hands it off, tip free by Walker, recovered by the Bears. Reeves backs it out at the top, takes it to the left wing, crosses over to the mid post, gets inside, lays it up. Good, tough take against Tyler Patterson inside by DeJour Reeves, who's had a quiet night. Ford trapped to the backcourt, passes it ahead. Eddie Turner able to cruise into the front court. Bounce pass underneath. Walker up, reverse layup. No, got pushed, didn't finish, and that's a quick, empty possession. Reilly out to Reeves, open 3. No, and Garacki wins the rebound. Long pass ahead. Ford gets hit. No call. Picked up by Reeves. Ford is hurt. Reeves drives, hands off underneath. Wisney lays it in. And we have a whistle, but I don't think they called a foul. They blew the whistle because Ford was hurt as he collided with Reilly in the air. And this crowd is about to get hot. So it was 2 players going up for that loose ball. Ford took the brunt of the contact. There was no foul call. And there's nothing. There's no calls anywhere. And it's just about to be Bobcat basketball after the Northern Colorado made bucket.
Yeah, 5-point lead. All of a sudden, a quick 4-0 run by Northern Colorado gets us back under a 2-possession game. Cats with the ball. I like the fact they were aggressive going to the other end. Brandon Walker had the layup, just didn't use the glass and make it easy. Tough play.
Oh, man, this has been a testy one tonight. Cats facing full court press. Into Rob Ford with a bounce pass. Back to Garacki. Ahead to Turner. Takes it along the left sideline. Got to get it across here. 5 seconds left. And he does. Jump pass ahead. Out to Patterson on the right wing. 1 minute remaining. And then his pass is stolen. Northern Colorado coming the other way, down 5. And then that pass is knocked free out of bounds on the right sideline. Crucial turnover. 1 minute remaining. Montana State up 84-79. Northern Colorado ball.
Yeah, bad turnover there by Tyler Patterson. He's got way too much experience. 99 starts coming into today to make a soft pass like that to get stolen at a key moment.
And now Brandon Walker has some blood.
Yeah,
yep.
It's coming off Wisney.
The Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's 3 to Win campaign to help us reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. Yeah, Wisney is just pouring blood. He's been taped up like 3 times.
That's probably because he got hammered on that layup, and there was no call on that one either.
Dude.
Unbelievable stretch and sequence right here. Cats defense got to gear back in. Got to refocus. The emotion of everything is important, but the emotion's got to be directed and contained in a key last 60 seconds.
Montana State trying to go to 3-1 in Big Sky play. If they do, that would have them a half game back of Eastern Washington, who dismantled Idaho today. Northern Colorado with the ball. Reilly to the right wing, into the lane, backing down on Turner. Turns, fall away Jay, off the front iron, no good. Turner clears the rebound. He's got the dribble. Pass out to Ford on the right sideline, ahead to Garacki in the right corner. He's pressured. Still pressured, and there's the foul on St. Thomas. And that'll get the Cats to the line for a massive opportunity at the stripe. 9 team fouls, so a 1-1 for Brian Garacki, one of the great free throw shooters in the country.
That's a 10th team foul, so
okay,
it'll be a little bit short or slow getting that up there, but nobody you'd rather have on the line right now than Brian Garacki.
And the first is good. 24 points for Brian Garacki today, on a night in which he picked up 3 personal fouls in the first half. Next shot is good. He hit them both. Death, Taxes, and Garacki free throws. 25 points for Garacki. Bobcats up by 7. Northern Colorado with the ball. 40 seconds left. Reeves going to the rim. Lefty layup short. Put back slam by Wisney. Timeout, Northern Colorado. They will have 1 left. 30-second timeout. 37 seconds left. Montana State up 86-81 with the ball.
Yeah, and here it's just a function of getting the ball in bounds safely and then being smart. A couple times here against the press, you've seen guys jump in the air to make passes. That's a number one way to lead to a turnover. Bobcats take care of the ball, get it to who you want to shoot the free throws and knock down free throws it's academic.
Not only is dairy delicious, but it also promotes health as well. Just 3 servings of dairy a day improves overall wellness and may reduce the risk of developing some chronic diseases. It's quick, convenient, and economic way to make sure you're staying strong and healthy on and off the field. And, this is a game and a situation where we are seeing the growth and improvement of this Bobcat team, because remember that end of the game against Long Beach State, they had that healthy lead late. Long Beach turned on the pressure with a full court press, and the Cats crumbled.
Yeah, they really did. They did not handle. Now, that was pre-Eddie Turner being healthy and being a part of that rotation. But right now, Montana State's just got to take care of the ball, get it in. You're getting fouled, so be strong with it.
Bobcats up by 5, dribbling in the backcourt with 30 seconds left. Jump pass ahead to Garacki. He throws ahead. Brandon Walker's by himself to the rack. Two-hand slam! The exclamation point on Brandon Walker's 22-point night. Cats up by 7. St. Thomas a contested 3. That's no good. And Garacki has the rebound. He throws ahead. Ford to the cup. He lays it in. Bobcats up 90-81 over the Bears. 15 seconds left. Reeves a 3. That's no good. Oh, Ford just got ripped down as Turner grabbed the rebound. Oh, and then it's just knocked out of the hands of Turner by Riley Abercrombie, who's getting dirty. He just grabbed Rob Ford's arm, ripped him down to the ground, and then as Turner was walking away, Abercrombie slapped the ball out of his hand. That was a dirty play by Riley Abercrombie.
Yeah, that was frustration just mounted. Come in here on a 5-game win streak, and they're expecting to keep that going. Ford is a bit of a guy who does get under your skin because he's always around the ball and everything else, but I'm sure they'll review this and take a look and see if they think there's anything there. I'd be shocked if it doesn't at least go flagrant 1.
Yeah, that was not a basketball play.
It's got a chance to go flagrant 2. It just kind of depends on what the replay shows. But Cats are going to go to 3-1 in league, and as you said before, they'll be a half game back just of Eastern Washington in second place, with a massive game coming to the Brick next Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Cat Grizz, white out, the whole deal, and it will be a good one.
We're watching this slow motion replay right now. Not as dirty in slow motion. He kind of had his arms wrapped around him, and Ford went into it a little bit. It looked really bad live. It was not as bad as it looked live. It's hard, man. Officiating is hard.
Officiating is really hard.
Northwest Crossing is springing to life with brand new homes now selling by Williams Home. To discover airy, comfortable floor plans with built-in value beginning in the 600,000s. Residents can walk to neighborhood parks, shopping, dining, and retail. Plus, you'll be close to good schools. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. Montana State up 90-81. What an offensive night for the Bobcats. The best offensive night against a D1 opponent all year, bar none.
Yeah, I mean, they're shooting 57% for the field from the game, 65 in the second half, 40 from 3, which is great, 82 from the line. They're going to have a couple more coming here in just a second as Rob Ford will go to the line, winning on the glass. I mean, they've led this game for close to 30 minutes. It'll be about 29 minutes by the time everything is done. This is a confidence-building win, a program-defining big win early in the season. Long way to go, man. You got a whole nother 14 league games, but huge step forward for these young Cats tonight.
Right. You mentioned already, coming up is the Montana game on Monday as the officials are still talking here. So you got the doubleheader. The women play at 2 o'clock that day. And then after that, Montana State has Idaho State here at home on the Monday. That'll be another big game. That was a nice win over there already. And then you go to Sac State and Portland State on the road. And now you draw the real tests when you start getting on the road. And that's one of the easier road trips in terms of just the logistics of it all. But this is the kind of game that can really springboard a team and a program. And this one is not easy today.
No, this is an earned win. Montana State had to battle all the way to this, all the way through everything that's been going on, and they did and rose to the challenge. It was fantastic to see, fantastic way to get it going. So they go flagrant 2 on Abercrombie.
He is disqualified.
It's kind of interesting, too, because Abercrombie did not play very much tonight. They went with a smaller lineup more than they did.
And, look, Montana State stepped up to this bare-knuckle boxing match. You said it was earned, but this was also the style of this game was hard. It was hard fought. It was a challenge. Both teams were, they let so much go, so both teams were really boxing this thing out, and the Bobcats did not back down from this fight.
No, they did not, and they rose to the challenge, and that's important. Again, we can talk about this team in a lot of different directions, but the way you got to see them is this is a new coaching staff, a whole lot of new players. They are a pretty new ball club, and for them to come out and play the way they did, a guy like St. Thomas who's been playing at the level he is, they overcame his 27 points, and they're going to walk out of here with a huge, huge win.
Ford misses 2 free throws. I think that right shoulder's bothering him some. 11.5 seconds left. Montana State up 90-81, looking to end Northern Colorado's 5-game winning streak and give Northern Colorado their first Big Sky loss. Bobcats will take it across the half-court line, and they can dribble it out. Montana State is 19-2 at the brick over the last 3 years, and the Bobcats go to 3-1 in Big Sky play, a half game back of first place, and they complete a 2-0 week with a sweep of Northern Arizona and Northern Colorado. A marquee dub for the Bobcats. We'll take a break. Montana State wins it 90-81 over Northern Colorado. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
First West Insurance, a Montana-born company, has been helping friends and neighbors protect what they love most since 1972. From home and businesses to farm and ranch to life and health insurance, our team is dedicated to finding solutions that work for you. We believe in creating relationships as deep as our Montana roots. First West, your local insurance agency.
Found your dream home but dread having to move? Call Mesa Moving and Storage. We make moving fun. We work hard so you don't have to. We are here to help take the stress out of moving your home or business. If there's a move in your future, contact Mesa to handle the details so you can enjoy the experience. Mesa, the largest United agency family in Montana, is ready to take care of all your moving and storage needs. Call the friendly folks at Mesa, 406-285-7033.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up, pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drinker coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. DoorTech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Prime Lending, home loans made simple. Equal housing lender. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
An absolutely marquee Big Sky win for Montana State, 90-81 over Northern Colorado. If fans are just helicoptering in, they may think, oh, didn't Northern Colorado lose 20 games last year? They did, but they were 2-0 in the Big Sky coming in this year. They had won 5 straight. They've got one of the premier players in St. Thomas in the conference, and Montana State stepped up into the alley, and they won a bare-knuckle boxing match that ended up with pints of blood on the floor today, and Montana State wins it 90-81 as they shoot 57% from the field. We are on the Montana Rib and Chop House post-game show today. The Rib and Chop House is home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. Brian, this was an impressive win and the best offensive night of the year.
Yeah, and the best two-game stretch, the best, there's a lot of bests, you could say. It just has really felt like this team kind of has figured out who they are, what they're not, and what they have to do to try and ultimately win Big Sky games and win at a high level, and they did that here tonight just like they did on Thursday.
So a nice win for the Bobcats. Before we take a break, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
We're taking a break on the Rib and Chop House post-game show. Montana State wins it 90-81 over Northern Colorado. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Back on the Rib and Chop House post-game show, Montana State wins it 90-81 against Northern Colorado. At Montana's Rib and Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. Coach Logie is walking over now. Cats are 8-9. They're 3-1 in Big Sky play, a half game back of Eastern Washington for first place. Northern Colorado has their 5-game winning streak snapped, and they go to 9-7 overall. They are 2-1 in Big Sky play. We are joined now by head coach Matt Logie. Boy, Coach, this was a heck of a ball game today. You put up 90 points. You shoot 57% from the field today. And you do it with just the 6 threes. Tell me what you saw from your offense tonight.
Well, I thought our guys played within themselves and within our concepts. We've gotten better and better at that in recent weeks, and we felt like going into the game we would get good shots. It's just a matter of if they go in or not, and our guys stepped up with a lot of confidence tonight and knocked them down.
You've played just an obnoxious number of close games in the first 2 months of the season here. And did you feel like tonight, though, that there was just a different kind of down the stretch? It just like, hey, we've been here so many times, let's get this thing done.
Yeah, I mean, especially when we turn it over 3 times against the press, our guys didn't get fazed by that. We've been there before, and certainly we can do a better job of some of those situations. But, that's part of the growth process, and learn how to protect the lead. And, I'm proud of our guys. We took some big strides tonight against a good team.
Talk about your mentality coming into the weekend versus coming out of the weekend. You come in on that 3-game, skate a little bit. You come out of it with probably the 2 best, at least complete performances, offensive and defensively, you've had all season.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the guys. They listened. They took our coaching. Some of the messaging was hard, and we challenged them to step up and really commit to this thing and the way we want this to look. And they saw benefit from that on Thursday, and again, we're able to carry it over tonight. And so, obviously, when you go through adversity, you find out a lot about people. And one of the things that we tried to identify last spring when we put this group together was who's tough enough to get through some tough stuff. And Eddie Turner was phenomenal today. Absolutely phenomenal on both sides of the ball. 18 points, really shutting down Jaron Ridley, being physical at the end of drives. So really proud of him. Brandon Walker, 5 assists, no turnovers. That's a huge step for him, and you can't say enough good things about Rob Ford. I mean, he just continues to lay it all out on the line for us every single night.
Coach, impressive win today. Congratulations, and we'll talk later this week.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right, that's head coach Matt Logie. We'll be talking to him next again on the Ribbon Chop or at Cat Chat at Ribbon Chop House on Tuesday night at 6:30. We'll take another break on the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Montana State wins it 90-81 over Northern Colorado. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
At Prime Lending, our one-of-a-kind mortgage approach combines a personal touch with just enough technology to turn a traditionally complex process into something better. Think of us like your home buying coach, friend, cheerleader, and teammate, all in one. From application to closing, we are your home loan partners that have your back every step of the way. Reach out to your local Prime Lending team to experience a home loan made simple. All loans subject to credit approval, rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company, NMLS 13649, Equal Housing Lender.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers